Several families on Long Island reeling tonight after disaster struck a nail salon in Deer Park. A suspected drunk driver plowed into the building and killed 4 people and hurt 9 others. Among those who died, one of New York's finest. The suspect, Stephen Schwally, who police arrested and charged with DWI, had another DWI charge back in 2013, and tributes already underway for those killed. One of them, off-duty NYPD officer Amelia Renhack. Tonight, bunting hangs in her honor outside the 102nd Police Precinct in Queens. Eyewitness News reporter Janice Yu has the story tonight from Deer Park. Janice?
Well, Joe, as we get more details about this story, it becomes even that much more tragic. You mentioned that officer. Well, tributes have been pouring in from the mayor, the Police Benevolent Association, even some council members, all offering their condolences. We've also learned that one of the people killed during yesterday's crash was the owner of this salon. He was loved by many, and friends and family tell us his wife was hurt as well. She is in the hospital and just underwent surgery. Tina Springer showed up, flowers in hand, to a place she's visited countless times over the years.
I'm horrified. I mean, when you come somewhere for years and you know their faces and you know exactly where they sat.
Hawaii Nail and Spa in Deer Park, a place she and others found comfort and friendship. Now just piles of debris.
They were very great people, especially Ken and his wife. They were very, very wonderful people. They took care of me and my daughter a lot, and they were like family.
On Friday, police say 64-year-old Stephen Schwally was driving while intoxicated, sped through a parking lot on Comac Road, crossed Grand Boulevard, and ultimately plowed through the nail salon, killing 4 people and injuring several others. Schwally now in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. One of the people killed, identified as an off-duty NYPD officer with the 102nd Precinct in Queens, 30-year-old Amelia Renhack. Her husband is a detective in the same precinct. The others identified as Jian Kai Chen, also known as Kenny, Yan Shu, and Mei Chi Zhang. Friends and family tell us Kenny is the owner of the nail salon and his wife is in the ICU.
Kenny was a gentleman, always accommodated people, never gave anybody a hard time, soft-spoken guy. He was just a gentleman. He was a friend of mine.
Family and friends of the victims showed up Saturday afternoon, some walking through the piles of rubble to retrieve belongings, others to put down flowers. The close-knit community of Deer Park now reeling over this tragedy.
In 30 seconds, he decided to make his mind up that he's going to spend the rest of his life in prison behind bars where he belongs. He killed 4 people and injured 9 people. I mean, he'll never see the light of day, and rightly so.
Well, as you can see here behind me, crews are now almost done boarding up the nail salon. Even just a couple of hours ago, you could see all of the debris that was in there just clear through the store. Now, as for Schwally, he is charged with DWI. Again, he is in the hospital right now, but we are told he will be facing additional charges. Again, he has a prior DWI arrest back in 2013. Now, as for those injured, there were 9 people injured. We're told the youngest was just 12 years old. Live in Deer Park, Janice Yu, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.